over the water. Oh, he's gone.
Go over the kicker. Oh, it's a big crash.
What's up, everyone? Welcome back to Speed Without Engine, the place where fast-paced action meets pure fun. Get ready for some sick designs, crazy crashes, and tons of laughs. Let's go.
Whether they can get to the bottom with this very creative soapbox. 28 for the performance. Concentration etched on Keith's face. They've lost part of the phone already. Don't make them like they used to. Little splash through Lido, the dial's gone. Here we go over Lolly Drop, and it's okay through there. Only 21 miles an hour through there, though, which is not that quick through the speed trap. The chicane okay, here's the Sizzler. Over the Sizzler, and they're still going, and they're okay. And there's that moment of relief when you can see the finish, and they're through in 49.74. Nice tidy run, that one. There's the big splash through Lido. That's where the dial went. And then here we go, the Sizzler at the end. All of the teams get a nice lift off through there. They get that feeling of flying through the air in the soapbox, and then they can see the Red Bull arch at the end as well. And through they went to finish off with a gentle thud into the safety bail.
Now we will find out whether this soapbox is able to navigate its way down the track. Bit of a slow burner, it's quite slow to start with. There go Team Flower Power over the first jump. So far, so good. Now they start to gather momentum through the little gravel trap, which does right, which they did really well. They've got a big problem with the front right wheel, which has become a really good run, that, until they have the problem with the wheel right at the end. And they're students in art, physics, and sport. So down to smoke, water, or die. And they got smoke. Now they're going to go over the bridge. Nice and serene, this one. Nice leisurely start to the run. To the red balloon. Got to move the balloon. Just pop the balloon. I can't see, there's a red balloon in the way. She cries. Still going, there they go. Now we're okay. Now we can get down to business. The balloons have gone. And we're over the finish line, 56.83.
We are living.
There's the spectacular release of those balloons. How big it is. Whether it poses a problem, we will wait and see. It's certainly one of the biggest that we've ever had in Red Bull Soapbox, and down they go. It's very, very wide. There's no margin for error around the berm, or in particular, through the chicanes. It's not the quickest in terms of riding hood. CAPPUCCETTO ROTTO, here's the kicker. So often the nemesis of these soapboxes, but no problem. They can navigate the final few yards. Yes, they can. Over the finish line, smooth run. 1 minute, 0.4. Together to get the winner. And Blue Demon is off and on the way in LA. Good shot, which shows just how fast these soapboxes travel down this circuit here in Los Angeles. Through that little chicane, which is relatively straightforward. Then you get this left-hander into the right-hander, and this is pretty much the moment of truth for most of the soapboxes today. Just using the brake at the back, as you can see, just to help them around there. Oh, they've lost the wheel! And it was all going so well until that point, when the back left wheel came off. Will they make it? The crowd are urging them on, cheering them on. They can see the finish line. There's the kicker. Oh, over they go. Another wheel's gone. Over the finish line. And they've made it. Only just 124.01. And they just got over there. Only to lose the back right wheel, which ended up going over the finish line before them. And they've seen it. The history of the Red Bull Soapbox race. Whether that leads to speed, we will wait and see. It might lead to more. It's a very steady start at the top. I would think the chicanes might pose a problem for this one, just because of how wide it is. I also don't think there's any danger of this one really troubling the leaderboard in terms of a fast time. 3.5 isn't very fast, but they got there in one piece, and I think they've all enjoyed their day. Now the whale tail with a blast of confetti from the cannon. Nice and smooth over there. That's as smooth as we've seen anybody go through that. For the finish line, it was steady. It was comfortable. I'm not sure sitting on a push bike down this track is anything I'd want to do. Here we go round the berm. I'm worried for them already. Through the car wash. Kilometres an hour. Over the water. Oh, he's gone. He's gone. There was no way that they were staying. 40 kilometres an hour on there, and then they got all the jumps to do after that. He's back on again. Fair play. I wouldn't have gone anywhere near it. Oh, he's gone again. The stair set's done him as well. 0.7. Watch this here. They just picked themselves up and got back on again. The only thing that happened 2 years ago was the wheel fell off. Look at the state of it now. Now they're moving down towards the finish. They've done themselves proud to get there. They've got this drop at the end as well. Particular soapbox, and it looks streamlined. To speed at the top. The driver is Mark, who's over the bone shaker, and looking okay. Oh, look at the speed here through the bib. Oh, he couldn't hold it and he's rolled it. A top. It's as fast as we've seen anybody today, but too much speed going into the berm. Off those brakes not working in time. There's Donald Trump's head on the way down, and that's what's left of the soapbox.
Why the long face is off. 29 for the performance, added to 33 for creativity. That's good at the top. Whether it translates to being good on course, we'll wait and see. Down they go towards the Lido. Through the water, losing some of the stash off the top. In fact, they've lost all of it now. Over Lolly Drop. Maybe looks quicker on the eye than actually on track. They've gone over the Grand Slammer, through the chicane, Sizzler to finish. Can they get it done here? Got to get over the Sizzler. Down they go towards the finish line. Let's have a look at the time here. That's the all-important thing for Why the Long Face. And they've got down with a large soapbox in 43.43, and then they've rolled it at the finish. The performance was good, the run was good. There you see them splashing through the Lido and losing all the stuff on the top of the soapbox at that stage. Still going over the Lolly Drop. And then coming down towards the Sizzler, over that and over the line, and that's a good run for Why the Long Face. And there's the finish.
Team jump, Fukuoka, with ET at the controls. And those, oh, look at the wheels. They're the smallest I've ever seen. The two little stabilizers. Section, that's exactly what it was. Here's the Samurai Gate, which is bouncy. To pick the kicker after the seesaw, so that's okay. Pick the first kicker, both of them. There you go. You've only got to do one. Okay. Here's the berm. Gonna go high. Gonna go. Oh, he's done it. Taking no chances around the berm, and then he went leaning. Then there we go. Oh, he's gone. Oh, he's gone. Falling. There we go. Look, just catches the bit that's sticking out. And they had one or two decent moves on stage as well. And they got 26 for the performance. Very strange looking soapbox. You sometimes wonder when they sit down with a pen and a piece of paper and they start drawing it, what's in their head. He's managed to avoid the kicker, but he's not managed to avoid crashing. Has he? Look at him here, wow! Right, over the water. Lost part of it, a large part of it. Down we go towards the chicane. Very, very slow and deliberate through there. Right, here we go now towards the Swiss chocolate bone rattler. He's going to avoid that as well. Come on, you've got to get over the jumps. What's happening here? He can't miss the wedge. He's got no choice. Over the wedge we go. Well, I think, my friends, you need to sit down and have a stern word with yourself there, because he's bottled it. He's totally bottled it.
Over 1,000 teams applied to be in the competition this year. Only 70 have the chance, and here's one of them, the Dam Busters. It's a good start. no problem with the wedge. Two drivers this time as well. Wonder whether that might make a difference. The driver at the back, significantly higher. Just about made it over the wedge. Can they keep it straight over the apples and pears? So far, so good. Will the wings help over the kicker? Lots of weight to this vehicle. Down it comes. Here we go over the kicker. Oh, it's a big crash. It's a big crash for the Dam Busters. Fly over the kicker. In actual fact, it just could never get started, could it? Just look at the impact. Face first into the asphalt, just short of the finish line. That's gotta hurt. They're smiling now, but just look at their faces. Oh! Can set the right example today. JCB Wrecking Ball Machine. They've used a quad bike and some wood. And let's see whether they can demolish the course here at Ali Pali. Balls of steel on the way down. It's one of the taller soapboxes we've seen. Here's the Lido. Oh, there's the Lido, bounce through that. The wrecking ball's gone. They're not wrecking anything now, apart from the soapbox itself. Over lolly drop, still okay. Plenty of speed. Be interested to see how fast they're actually going here. Fantastic crowd here today. Absolutely loving the event. 20 mile an hour through there. We've seen faster. There's Grand Slammer. A little bit of a wobble over the final drop through the chicane. Sizzler on the way, then the finish line. They can see the Red Bull Arch. They're over the Sizzler. And they're coming down towards the finish, still dragging the wrecking ball behind. There's the celebration from Gavin and Mark, who did a fine job. 49 point. That's the first look at them over the Lido, which wasn't elegant, but it was effective.
Sit back and enjoy. Right, let's see what they can do. Great performance score, by the way. There you go, 46. That sets them off well. Around the berm. Can they be better this year than they were 2 years ago? 42 kilometers an hour. Here's the water. This is where it starts to go. Down we go through the water. Now the stair set. Bang, bang. Oh, he's lost it through there. Look. Oh, look at that. Look at that. They were okay through the water, but at this stage, teams just lose control. You can't regain it. What's happened inside there? Straight down the stair set, off into the straw bales. I think if anybody just tootles down the course with the brakes on and actually gets to the bottom, they'll probably 17 as it was in 2015, but thanks for coming. Oh, and by the way, there's still the drop after the finish to deal with too. Here they go.